Today we begin late but early. As in early on in my going live, but I am sadly 10 minutes late. I'm sorry. And I think you can hear me. I need to double check everything so that everything is working. Yes. Mic audio on. I apologize if you can hear the fan, but it is so very warm right now. Or even worse, it's humid. So it feels like I have a film of just coating me. Oh yeah, you need to see me as well. Well, you don't need to, but you will, you poor things. And I didn't start that because I was stressed. I'm so sorry. I will come up in a moment here. Wow, when is the scuffiness gonna start? Stop! Stop. When is the scuffiness gonna stop? If you hear any laughing and stuff in the background, that is just a couple of my friends playing role-playing games in the living room. And never mind the man behind the curtain and all that. There I am. Hello. Yeah. Oh gosh. What are we going on for us today? We have come on. There we go. Switchy, switchy, switchy. There we are. Hello. Minimize you. And yes, last time we picked up Aloth, a very handsome elfy fellow. Wizard, of course. He is a snooty, noble, well, not terribly snooty, but he's a bit of an interesting fellow. A bit of a dark past here and there. And he is, he doesn't like pride, but he likes duty. So people who are dutiful here and resourceful, but also a little bit sneaky. He likes freedom as well. Oh, he goes along pretty well with Soti, who doesn't like skullduggery. And she is very religious and passionate. He likes jokes. And this guy also likes jokes. He also loves animals. And he doesn't like the leaden key, which is from the first game. The people who were trying to take over the world. No, they were trying to do something with the souls that I don't really remember right now. Anyway, we have me, Delight. And I'm a cipher. I think I was a cipher in the previous game as well. And I have chosen many rational and clever responses so far. I am looking to increase diplomatic at least. But you can be stoic, shady, and so on. Benevolent, aggressive. As you wish. I also have a little bit of a reputation now with Children of the Downstars and Port Maje. This is the Valiant Trading Company. I have a little bit of reputation with them, but not enough to fill out any of these pips. And let's just crack on with it, shall we? We have oh yeah, last time we were at a dig site for glowing Adra, which is magic rocks basically. And not everyone knows that they are powered by souls. So the usage of Adra is, yeah, a little bit scandalous. But of course, they are strong traders and merchants and will do a lot to get ahead in life. Now, we need to talk to Soti.
Got a weight in my lantern now. Almost feel like I can hear the soul when I jostle it around. With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand.
How are you feeling? Have you suffered any recent nightmares?
I did, recently with you. You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Aora's end.
Her face alights with a fierceness.
I've seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra. And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness.
Interesting.
Tell me what's on your mind?
What are your thoughts on Aethys?
We talking during the Saints' War, or after he died?
Saints' War began as a peasant revolt in Red Seras led by a farmer named Waidwen, who claimed to be the living vessel of the god Aethys. After overthrowing the Red Seran government, Waidwen invaded the neighboring Deerwood, where he was defeated, destroyed by a weapon dubbed the Godhammer Bomb. Aethys has not been heard from since. Well, until he inhabited a statue and started walking around the world. Sothi taps a finger to her lips and hums thoughtfully, leading up to enduring.
I really only know what my folks taught me.
She scratches the back of her head, hesitant.
Aethys embodied Saint Waidwen, but during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die. As the god of rebirth, of course, Aethys would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my High Priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone.
Apotheosis of Gone.
And I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Abscission, rot, regrowth.
Abscission?
What's gone can never be again. What comes back is changed. Always. Even if what comes back is a god. Then you mean gone. Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aethys as well. Why not? But Aethys died, and death requires change. He ain't what he was. Not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now.
Interesting.
No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening.
Should you be swearing so much as a priestess?
Reckon not.
She grins wide and confident.
But I can't help but be a touch wayward.
Lost gives you a pained look.
I don't take it too far. My ma caught me once necking in the merkberry stalks. And of course I fight.
Necking?
But I've not done much more than that. And I don't use the real ugly words.
She waggles her sickle round in a helpless sort of gesture.
Sometimes the feelings, they just come tumbling right out of me. Gods darn it.
And Adair nods affably in approval.
It's time I got about searching for lost souls.
Well, so crossman over there. Namai?
Amura's winds blow sweet upon you.
Ooh, stuff. That's a steely and that's a stealing. Don't want to steal right now. If not for Ikawa, the Valiants would all be swept out to sea. Here we have Mataru Guard. Ooh, stealing stuff. Yes. Oh. Ooh, what's out there? We have worker, stealing things, warrior. Clusters of coral dot the watery landscape with bright blooms of color. That's nice. Well, that would be a steal too. Ooh. If I go back here,
To whispers and shadows.
should be able to steal a little bit over here. Ha! Oh. Stuff. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Don't really know
I shall.
which one of my characters has the best stealth. Ooh. Doesn't actually have any stats. Come on, everyone. What? I'm not sneaky. Not terribly, at least. Uh-huh. Sleepy person. There's Mokeha. Ah. Well, I should sneak. Mine now. Mine. Thank you.
I shall make it.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Now that we've stolen a lot of things, let's go here to talk to them. What's that noise? Seated upon a chair before the bonfire, Ikawa looks considerably more comfortable here in her home village. She prods absently at the coals with a long stick. Ikawa's lined face is pocked with fading scars, but there's no hostility in her calm appraisal as you approach.
For many years, I've only ever seen one of your kind. And then, the Valiants come. And many things change.
Because I am a godlike.
They told me what became of your ship. I say again that you are lucky. It is the only ship that survives. I could protect Port Mage, or else its ships, but not both. Perhaps Clario thinks I chose poorly.
This is Deadfire and... So if I was an... Amawa... Mawa. And from here, I would have a special thing I could say. Did your people see the giant? Can you help me free my ship? I thought you should know that I found some Huana at the dig site. They were killed when Earthas arrived.
I see. Governor Clario would call it superstition. I know you speak truth. Are there worse omens than to hear that the god of rebirth has brought death upon your people? I thank you for delivering this news. I will tell their families, and we will mourn them together. But you will journey on, into the god's wake. I wish you luck, outsider. There are enough Mataru here to defend the village. You are safe.
Guess you and the government don't really get along.
Better than it may seem. Clario can be reasoned with, especially if one approaches him with coin in their pocket. He is not a cruel man. I suspect he might even enjoy life on the island if he were free of his masters.
Oh. Why do business with the Valians?
Akira, do not all people trade for the same reason? The Valians have brought us guns, medicine, wine, and food. Some of them we have even convinced to help with the canoes. My people have come to enjoy these things. The medicine has helped many of the children recover from fever. We gain from this peace. So long as Clario keeps his company masters away, we lose little.
That's good.
To a storm speaker, the storm is a friend, gentled by a word. And Satahuzi is blessed with several storm speakers. We were able to shield the village from much of the weather.
Good.
Some of it is mere luck. Most of our canoes were here by the shore. We did lose one of our voyagers. It will take some work to replace it.
Did your people see the giant?
Yes, one of the old titans, say the priests. Andra is angry, though why, our priests do not know. I am only glad it has journeyed elsewhere.
Andra, being the goddess of oceans, forgotten things, lost relentlessness and mourning. Said to have once fallen in love with the moon, and to have tried to draw it near, with catastrophic consequences. People bring tokens to her temples of things they wish to forget, and her clergy sees the tokens cast into the sea. Yeah, she's probably not the kindest, but a titan.
Ngati, Andra's realm, harbors many great beasts. They say the ancestors of the Kahanga tribe, and so their queen, hold pacts with such creatures. My priests wonder if this is her doing.
Ngati is a trickster goddess with a humanoid body and the head of an anglerfish, who is thought to lure mariners either into or out of trouble at her whim. They often worship her as Andra, making the Huana the only people that believe Andra has a physical manifestation. Okay, is causing trouble in town. Ikawa sighs deeply and folds her hands in her lap.
Mokeha is proud, like her father. Each day this alliance tests her patience. What has happened? She shares my blood, my caste, my temper. But she is a daughter of the tribe. It is different among our people.
Oh. Well, I just need her to return what she stole.
Mokeha is no thief. She has all she needs here. What need has she to steal?
Ikawa's tone does not brook argument.
The Valians must be mistaken. Speak with her. You will see.
Alright. Okay, come on.
What for do you skulk around in the dark? Do you not sleep? What for do you skulk around in the dark? Do you not sleep?
Not often, no. What time is it? It's midnight. Right. Well, let's wait until 10. There we go. Yeah, okay, huh? The Almaua woman steps sideways, angling herself towards you, and meets your gaze with an intense stare.
I did not think Clario's outsider to be one of Negati's favored.
Mokea's voice is low and halting. Her rigid frown softens as she folds her arms across her chest.
You were looking for Kawa?
And that is if I am a dwarf or an Orlan. Rinko says you robbed him during a card game.
Rinko?
She scoffs in a guttural burst of sound.
The Valian? You jest, Akira. I should have thrown him into the sea. He dares to call me a thief? What concern is this of one such as you? You have come a long way on the word of one fool.
Why don't you tell me what really happened?
What else? The Valians are fools. But Akawa wishes to trade, so we must be patient. We must save them from Nagate's storms, even when they ignore our advice. Ikawa told me I should see the tavern, speak with their people, learn patience. The trader Eophania, she taught me to play Valian cards. A simple game, but none would play with me in the tavern. Not until Rinko. I thought him kind until I proved the victor, and he grew angry. Until he stood in front of his kin and called me a Mataru of Sadahuzi, a filthy islander and a cheat.
Well, highest class of Hwana society. That's not nice.
For that, yes, I beat him. Why does this concern you?
You should have told the guards you've been branded a thief.
I am no thief. Do you mean to insult me? I am Mataru. I am the guard in Sadahuzi. I defend this village. If I see fit to punish a man, it is my duty.
He can't fight you as an equal, he will lose his house. I don't care who started it. If a Valian broke Hwana law, would you be satisfied with a fine levied by the governor?
That is not the same. This has long been our island.
Mokea scowls at you, and Sotig's eyes gleam with dark amusement. He's just a merchant, he can't fight you as an equal. Oh yeah, he doesn't like traditional. Oh no. Okay, opens her mouth to speak, then snaps it shut. She grimaces, averting her eyes to the sand.
I did not consider this. He is Kwaru. It is not in him to fight for the village. Perhaps I was impatient.
Give me the coin person, we'll call it, square.
Huh. Then here is what you came for, though it is an uneven trade.
She considers the coin purse in her hand for a moment before handing it to you. Her mouth twists into a resentful frown.
I will ask our chieftain to send a healer for that idiot Valian. Perhaps that will quiet his whimpering.
Perhaps it will.
May Amira's winds blow sweet.
Can you help me free my ship?
Yes, but it will take Clario's assistance. Convince him, and I will aid you.
I'll do that.
Good. Then that is settled. Yes, one of the old titans, say the priests.
Which way did it go?
I do not know. Most fled the sight of it, and Clario has provided little information. This was the subject of our argument. Perhaps he will tell you more. Yes,
And
one of the
it
old
is
titans,
Aethys.
say the Aethys. Is it redemption you seek then? You risk much to chase a god across the sea. The Dawn Stars too wish to meet this god. What if he does not wish to be found?
That is a problem. For me.
Amura's winds blow sweet upon you.
I was hoping there would be a trader here. Ah. There's... Yeah, Eophania!
Fancy a look at the wares, my friend?
You're a bit out of the way, aren't you?
Cozy spot, right? Not much competition apart from the basket lady. And the Hawana have coin to spend and goods to trade, same as the rest.
Let me see what you have.
Best goods on the island.
I'm not sure about that, but... Ooh, extra stride. I think I needed a couple of these. I do want those shoes. Palm stone. fire kelp. Let's take one of these two. One of these. Oh, one of these. Yep. No, I don't have much money left. Well. Where are the shoes? Here, you can have it. That is weird. Oh yeah, the shoes were in my inventory here, right. And this one too. My dude, have some new shoes. That will make you go a little bit faster. Okay, value. That one is valued most. Arquebus. Inaccurate, blunted criticals, unfit for melee, but veil piercing. Which means that it goes through magical magical stuff. That's why the pistols are good. See if there are any other items that can be upgraded. I don't think I have enough money to upgrade anything. Anyway. Let's go.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Really? Well, let's go back to the harbor and let's go to the jail first. Yes. Apologies. Right.
Keeping
Hello.
out of trouble? A little jest. What is it?
I convinced Elara to keep watch on Gretchen Street.
Perfetto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to. Easier to work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So, we have one small part of Port Mage under control. A good start. Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 women like you, the whole of Port Mage would be set right within the week.
I know, right? No, I don't really want Rejuder on my team. Apologies. I am sorry for the hems and the stuff like that and the yawns, because I have been out today and been spending some time with people. I know, horrible, isn't it? Sorry. Oh, who's that? Wait, whoa. Who are these people? Oh, wow. They have like almost golden markings on them. Well, up here, see if this guy has anything more to tell me.
I'm sure you're eager to depart.
No, he doesn't. Okay, so I wasted some time. I don't need to talk to you. And so on. I forgot that he has.
What do you need?
Give me faster. That's gonna be good. And now we can go and talk to Rinko? Rinko. What is this? Ah.
Si entere.
No, okay. There's a child here. Tori.
Mama brings me stuff from her work sometimes. Real old.
Ooh. Well, that's cool. What does the mom do?
Can I try your mask on?
It's not a mask, kid. How rude. Oi! I can fry things now. Nice.
I shall make it so.
Wait.
Hey.
Mining operation, huh?
Most days I'd fire up the kettle for you or something. Sorry.
I spoke to Mokea. She claims she won fairly and you insulted her.
A surprise! The brute speaks! And you have survived the conversation in one piece. Merla. Perhaps my tongue was loosened by drink. What of it? Is any man who insults the savage's pride due a beating? The law is on my side.
Not if the money belonged to her.
You have no proof. Have a heart. I cannot work as I am. If I cannot pay my dues, I will lose my home. They will put my boy on the street. He does not deserve that.
Might help if you didn't call them savages.
I refer only to Mokea, that shark-faced harpy. May Andra's beasts feast upon her eyes.
Rinko thrashes feebly in his bed, one fist raised defiantly.
She cheated me. Are we to lose our home for the sake of Clario's alliance?
Well, she apologized and returned your money.
She what?
He eyes the coin purse in his hand, then angles a one-eyed glower up at you.
Let her apologize to my face, the shark spawn. Merla. What good is an apology? Does it fix my ear? Enough then. I am forgiving. You have what I asked for. I promised you a share of the coin. We leave it at that.
1,000.
You have saved my family, Aimika. I say it plain. Agrasima.
His head drops back onto the pillow and he raises an arm in a weak gesture of farewell. Well, I'm gonna steal his things.
As you like.
It's because he was a kid. Of course, that's the only reason why. Boop. Time to run away! Whoa! Whoosh. I've looted his home enough. Let's run away from here. Alright.
Gods, I beg you, grant me a posting on the far side of the world.
What? You don't like it here? I'm gonna sell
Why,
more things.
Berat?
Stash. Let's see here. Weapons. One of these. One of these. One of these. Don't ever use those because I'm a silly person. And that is stiletto. And one of these, two of these, one of these, one of these, and one of these. Got two of these. Immunity to Sigil of Darkness attacks. Okay. Potion of the Attuned Self. Scroll of Minor Healing, because I never remember to take these. Okay. The food we will keep for now. Pry bar can be useful. Pickaxe can be useful. Flint and tinder. Okay. Okay, so I am not gonna read you all of these. It would perhaps be nice of me, but I'm not gonna. There we go. Some stuff. God, I want to buy a sapphire. But I said I would not, so I should not. Even though that one is so good. +1 health restored per round. That is also really nice. Oof, boots of speed. Oh. That would be very good. No, no, ow, ow, ow. I said no, so I'm gonna not.
Swords!
What does he have? This man I can buy from if I want to, because he is original, but I do not have enough for these. Swordsman bracers. And healing done. Doesn't matter to me. Nah. Not right now. I might need the money right now. I am not here to stay. Goodbye. Yes. I'm leaving. I'm leaving town. How do I leave town? Yes. That's a pretty big town. It takes 2 hours to leave it. And I could walk across my town that has 120,000 citizens in 2 hours. So, weird. Well, I find it weird. You don't have to find it weird. And we will be reunited with our crew. Sorry. Haha!
Good, you are here. Clario has made good on his promise. We are making ready to free your ship.
Ikawa gestures toward your vessel, where a motley group of Huana and Valian workers race to and fro.
I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float. For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think.
Do you know where Neketaka is?
So you will go to the great Kahanga city as well. You must sail north for some time, and then a little east. Take care in Neketaka, outsider. It will close its jaws around you, and you will never notice.
Ooh.
Come, we will see your defiant out to sea.
Yes. Ooh, level ups. Give me my ship, give me my ship, give me my ship, 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 ship. Chip, 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 chip.
We should address the matter of our ship's resources before we get underway.
Irina was injured. Oh no.
It saddens me to inform you that we lost several crew and most of our provisions during the storm. However, Port Margé appears to be well supplied, and I expect the recent disaster has left several sailors in want of a ship. I suggest we contract for additional supplies and crew before we return to open water, or our voyage may indeed be a short one.
Okay. Save game. Ship. Here we go. Let's see. Well, we have some sails. Less sail health, but more speed and more travel speed, which I like. And then we have a Thunderer, which we will put here. We can put the one there. And we have scavengers and lanterns. Where do we put these? Ah, there. Right. And there I am. She is cook. You should what is that? These are resting crew. Yes, she's resting. And here I can change the color on my ship. I want the pink boat, I think. Ship name color can go in gold, and the sails will be black for Berath and grey for Berath. Yes. What is this? Miscellaneous upgrades. Anchor. Hull. What flag I want to fly. Here we have my Engrim, who is a cannoneer and a surgeon, and he is in a cannoneer post. Here we have our novice helmsman, who can also be a bosun. I'm not sure what bosuns do, where I should put them. He is a cannoneer on deckhand. And those are the people I have. What does bosun do again? He has a navigator, cook, or surgeon. Navigator, cook, surgeon. Not sure what the bosun does. But yes, we need to go to... Oh no, shit. You encounter another ship at sea. As the Defiant leaves Port Maji behind, you casually observe dozens of other ships coming and going, mostly fishing and trade vessels. One craft stands out, an imposing dhow, replete with cannons, crests into view across the Defiant's starboard bow. The flag raised high atop its sail signifies a wish to parley. However, the dhow approaches at an aggressive speed, suggesting that it may not be easily turned away. I'll do nothing. The distance closes quickly, and soon the massive dhow's hull rolls on the waves beside your ship. Boarding planks emerge and are quickly cast onto your ship, along with shouts from its crew notifying you that their captain will be boarding. Several well-armed men cross the planks, their eyes watching every inch of your ship. The crowd parts open to make way for the captain, a tall, well-dressed man. He peers at you with one impeccably groomed eyebrow raised. Following behind the captain, in stark contrast, strides an unkempt Orlan. A pair of pistol grips protrude from his belt, and he casually twirls a stocky firearm round his index finger. His shaggy face, framed by long cobalt blue hair and a wildly braided cerulean beard, makes a crooked smirk he directs at you seem almost sinister. Tuesday in it. Oh.
Ado, Water of Gadnor. On behalf of the Principes and Patrina, I must request we meet in parley.
The broad-shouldered captain uptilts his chin in greeting. When he smiles, his left cheek divots a shallow dimple. You could have asked before you boarded my ship uninvited.
Così. It has been some time since I last asked another's permission.
He flourishes a courtly bow.
I have heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood. In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met, outside of a grave. Some fools would seek to make a fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
Well, go ahead.
I take it he is not one of those fools. Perhaps we should listen.
Aloth crosses his arms, cautious but curious. Under the captain's words, you hear a faint but insistent buzzing. It blooms, overwhelming Forante's voice, drowning out all else around you. No one else seems to notice. A vision. Thunder cracks between your ears, and you glimpse a different sun-shod sea behind your eyes. You shatter your mind, reinforcing your inner self, rejecting the invading spirit. Cipher or Resolve 16. The vision passes, leaving you blinking on the deck of the Defiant, looking into Ferrante's face. He raises an eyebrow.
I believe you have met such a fool. Captain Benweth of the Drake.
Despite the gravity of his words, he smiles grandly, and the dimple cuts deeper into his left cheek. I know a cipher's handwork. When I feel it, tell yours to stay out of my head. The Blue Orland's mouth falls open.
Voxen of Ubilnet Merla. Careful, ship hunter. Mind that you do not confuse a useful skill set for a non-expendable one.
Ferrante glares at Seraphin. The Orlan steps back, blinking away the rebuke, and peers at you, probing. His yellow-green eyes narrow, focused, as if trying to remember something. Then the captain turns a warm smile back at you.
My apologies. Rest assured, it will not happen again.
Apologies, Captain. Didn't mean it, really. We're up all night, you know, searching out our friend here.
He looks to you.
You've been at sea a while. Your mind starts playing tricks on you, aye? Well, mine plays tricks on others, too. Usually don't mean much. Maybe see a bit of shadow, hear a bit of tune. Not unless the person's sensitive. Like, say, a watcher.
Wait, who are the Principes and Patrina?
This is the first you are hearing of us, truly?
His brows raise in a show of surprise, but then his smile turns sly, and he cants his head as if to include you in a secret.
We are a magnificent but largely landless people, so we have come to own the sea. To survive, we must seize prosperity where we can. Hence, we are oft labeled as pirates, smugglers, merchants of illicit trade, or mercenaries. It will not always be so, but it is for now.
And your fur little companion happens to be...
Allow me to introduce one of my more special acquisitions. A diamond in the rough, if you will. Seraphin is a magnificent ship hunter. In fact, he is how we tracked you.
Really? Seraphin's fur-bordered lips twist down at the corners as Ferrante speaks, and you feel the fuzzy vibrations within your inner ears of another incoming vision. This time I'm gonna let it come. Prismatic light explodes behind your eyes as the images wash over you. The bow of a ship, bowsprit jutting frigidly forward, searching, mind freed and sliding across the waves, the minuscule thoughts of sea beasts shining below, the gulls above, all eating, fucking, shitting, the circle eternal. Cold, wet, then parched throat, heat, wind stirring fur, shouting, cannon fire somewhere distance, the Ultra Colossus, dawn radiant in the distance. Look away, it burns! The rum flow below decks, apart and you out here searching still. Dice thrown, Clatterroll and Drake eyes, Felicia in the bilge with Arno, thrusting waves of, should ignore that, Captain Ferrante at his desk, a hand mirror out, plucking the hairs that bristle his earlobes. Outward, Seraphin. Outward, turning then and there, too bright and too sundered, followed the thread to a whispered dark and hard, wrapped in a tattered hurricane, all aboard a name defiant. Seraphin's voice pulls you from the vision.
Not to say that I ain't wildly honoured to be making the acquaintance of a lady as charming as yourself.
He rises from a deep bow you didn't see him make, and you are not sure whether it's the deck of the Dauntless as unsteady on your legs. You say Captain Benworth is the one who attacked me?
Ah, the short-sighted scoundrel has been wreaking havoc in the area for months. He is no son of Valia. I do not fault his ancestry, but he disregards too much the grand heritage we Principi represent. Benworth is the second most selfish captain within the Principi's newest generation. He risks all that we value.
If Benworth is one of your own, shouldn't you take responsibility for his actions?
Benworth is no captain of mine, Aimika. It is not beneath my flag his Drake sails.
Oh.
Yet I do seek to temper his actions when they would endanger the Principi altogether.
How has Benworth endangered the Principi?
Are you saying if we rile you, you will pose no threat to us? Così, pardon if I do not believe you, Dragon Slayer. Word of Benworth's raid on the Defiant will spread throughout the Deadfire. More fools will seek to prey upon you.
Hey, at least you have heard of me.
I would suggest you stave off all others by making an example of Benworth.
Ferrante's, do my job for me, friend. Hope you don't die in the effort.
The rogue words flit through your thoughts like darters. Not quite your own, but not quite entirely unlike your own either. Where might I find Captain Benworth? Say I wanted to teach him a lesson.
Benworth's Drake took damage during the storm. Eventually he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphin can find him for you.
Ferrante flourishes a hand toward the Orlan at his side.
He is rather an unrefined creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'd be the fucking model of the Gentleman of Fortune. As for Benworth, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide. I'd wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadlight.
And I was like that.
That would be felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Remaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing two men with a single bullet.
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir.
Yet you feel a surge of anger that's not your own. Seraphin spins towards you and bows again.
Now, I ain't hardly in any hurry to leave the fine company of the Gentlemen of Leisure, but the Captain be right about me finding your mark. Adding to that, you sail into Fort Deadlight not knowing your innies from your outies, you might very well find the locals cannon fucking your boat to sodden splinters.
He's so colorful. Why loan me your best ship hunter?
What venture does not require an investment to be prosperous? The Seraphin is an allowance, which I expect you will return, in one payment or another.
Welcome aboard, Seraphin.
Oh, you won't be regretting this, Watcher. At least so long as you keep us heavy in grog and light on the onions. Ugh, them dirty shit apples ain't never agreed with me, and I'll be suspecting they never will.
He passes belly as strides to your side. Me too, Seraphan. Me too.
He's not sleeping near my berth, I promise you that much.
I sail now for Dunwich, my own safe port. I will await you there, should you be successful in schooling our wayward captain.
Barbarian and Cipher. Just... Cipher. Well, I have another companion now. I have to choose. But yes, we need to go to Port Maje, and that is. Oh, hello. Parlay. Hello. What do you has, my dear? A couple of cannon shots will not do too poorly. Not full of medical supplies. Aged shark meat, swordfish, fire kelp, some grog. Let's get some water just in case. Trade. There we go. Right, thank you. Right, let's go to the harbor. Kraken's Eye. To see if we can find anyone to ask to pilot our ship. Yes.
And this is why we don't have ice skates.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
I'd like to hire some crew members.
There's plenty of people looking for passage out of here. Let's see if any of them catch your interest.
Little Luca Vanizzi. Oh. Where the mad? Deckhand, navigator deckhand, cannoneer. Shield sister, yes. A cook, helmsman and cannoneer, chatty, malicious, chatty, academic. Vanizzi. You as well, and I'm not sure what these things entirely do. Don't want a malicious character on my ship though. Hey, why not? Can hire her as well. And let's see who we put where. Let's see here. He's a cannoneer. He is a sergeant or cannoneer. She is a cook. Or surgeon. She is a cook or deckhand. She's a navigator or deckhand. Yes. And he is a helmsman or bosun. We need to buy one more cannon. And I am not a very good captain yet. Gotta try also to remember. Let's see. Positive food. Seafood stew. Let's make 2 of these. Ah, right. Right, incredible food. Shark soup. Not yet. Very positive food. Candied nuts. Sugar and palohe nuts. Okay. Explosives. Booms. Drugs. I think I recall there being some achievements here. Fred Ugly needs more oil and eggs. Eggs. Kappa leaf. Mariners porridge also needs eggs. Merc brew. Milk, sugar, and merc berries. More cuttlefish. Tiny cream. Milk and sugar. Yolk ball. Needs chicken and eggs. So eggs are very, very important.
Still kicking, eh? What? Have a look.
Midnight mead. Oh. Eggs. Yes. Some fresh fruit, always nice. Rice. Veggies. There, trade. And now, let's go see if we can get ourselves something better for our ship. Yes. What do we have up here? Ah.
Fresh fish!
Don't want to buy fish.
We have
sadly.
supplies here for the paying cut. Have a look.
And she has repair supplies. Wait, where did all my medicine go? God dang it. Water hot take rise. Death's maw. Antidote. Battle worn grimoire and the ring of minor deflection. Pretty nice though. There. Alright, that will do for now, I think. Let's see if you do have any fish that I want.
I have many fish here to trade.
Oh, you do have some cuttlefish, yeah. I do have... Can you tell me how many I have? Well, there.
No contest. What? Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim? You are a strange man.
How do I... leave by sea? Ah, okay. Ooh, stuff. Thank you. I really need to go find one of these. There might have been another place where I could... Ooh, wait. Everyone needs to level up. I see. And then I run back. Okay. Whoop. There might have been a leave port there. See. Time does not continue unless I move, which is very nice. Dunnage, where's that? Gwithan dig site is over there. Fort Deadlight is there. Neketaka is over there. Port Maja and Vilaria's Rest. Right. Let's go my 17 daily wages. Hang on. Ah, oh yeah, I need to put it in here. For it to count. Yeah, water is less morale. Just put some ale in there then. Aha. Right. It would be hard to complete at this time. Great. Here I can pick up some just some things. The Huaro. Okay. Surgeon or deckhand? I think I want her as a surgeon, really. Ah, okay. Palm slats. So that's what it looks like. Dead fairy merchants. Deadlight, dunnage, Neketaka. Foolish brick. Really? You don't say. Oh, good. Trade vessel. It's down here. Okay. Whee! Right, let's go here. You can see the footprints of him walking across here. Did he then jump into the sea or something? Oh, I might have. You can never tell what You hear a knock at the door of your quarters. You're not long at sea when Chitopek appears at your door, wiping away sweat with a rag. Begging your pardon, Captain, we've been at sea a while now, but you've not stayed fit for speaking for most of it. The sailor glances over her shoulder and then back to you. If this crew is going to be taking your orders, you might want to take a proper introduction. Let everyone know what you're about. Gather and address the crew. Chitopek calls the crew together on deck. The small group of sailors hang languidly from the rigging, perch on crates and sit against the rails. Their eyes turn to you as you stride onto deck. Welcome aboard the Defiant, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Delight, your captain. Glad to have you, Captain Ikkyu cries, eliciting nods from several other crew members. Heima smiles at you from above crossed arms, and Eld Ingrim clasps lightly. She is on board and says, all of you, I'll give you everything I've got as captain. I expect the same from you. I know I slept through the trip out of here, but now that I'm awake, the fun can start. I don't suppose that means it's our turn for a nap. You're awake rarely enough as is, Ikkyu, don't you think? Moral gained. Little Luca steps forward. Pardon me asking, Captain. Pardon me asking, Captain, but what exactly is the ship's mission in the Deadfire? That oversized Neketaka took a piece of my soul and to take it back. If that leaves a trail of destruction and despair in his wake, it's up to us to set things right. We're hunting a big blue bastard of a god. Now who's with me? Plunder and booty? That's stoic. You all have your own reason for being here. I doubt you all want to share, and the same is true for me. Eothas leaves a trail of destruction and despair in his wake. I am not about to go against my god, but it can't hurt to alleviate any suffering that inadvertently results from his mission. Eldengrim whispers a prayer but nods all the same. Chittibek steps forward. To good work done well and coin fairly earned. And Ikyuk cheers and the other mates smile and nod. Hey, more morale. The crew split up, returning to their duties as the ship, your ship, sails on, slicing through the bright blue waters of the Deadfire. Alright. Oh god, what's happening?
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind. The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000 bells ringing all at once.
Oh. Hi, Barrett.
You are alone. And then you are not. An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Berith, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size.
I mean, they look pretty distinct here, don't they?
The shifting image of Berith settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
Watcher.
Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Eothas's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
He's draining souls from veins of luminous Adra.
The Pallid Knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the Beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Berith dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone, whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire. The goddess Wodika strides forward.
Goddess of justice, law, oaths, promises, rulership, vengeance, memory, and hierarchies.
Does Eothas frighten you, Bareth? He should. Magran subdued Eothas's influence once before, and yet he returned.
From out of Wodika's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face, where his nose once was.
God of defiance, violent rebellion, secret hatred, covert plot, resentment and envy, frequently depicted as a disfigured and scarred slave, and worshipped most often by the subjugated and destitute.
He does not speak, but stares up at Wodika, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodika steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Eothas now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
She casts a sly look at the pallid night from the corners of her eyes.
A moon would do the job nicely.
I'm pretty sure we need that. You would destroy Eora for what? Spite?
Wotica stares at you down her long nose.
I would destroy it all in the blink of your wide eye if I believed it would benefit me. Empires can be rebuilt. Souls can be reforged. Do not forget it.
The figure beside the aspect of Berith flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword.
Hi, Magran.
Magran's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world.
Ooh.
I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
What kind of precautions do you suggest?
Magran looks at you as one might a wayward gob of spit on one's shoe.
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide.
What if he intends to betray you?
Helia puts a feathered hand to her chest.
He wouldn't. Betrayal is not in his nature.
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot.
I think I recognize that voice too.
Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wotica suggests, and crush him into the earth.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who wiped dear desperate Alice's mind. You could have let my followers help her kill the man who tormented her. But you did not. Curious.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
I say nothing.
The pallid knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Magran grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Magran stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
Gonna say nothing. Hope she keeps talking.
Wotica waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Is he?
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys, other than decisive, final action.
Can I say nothing again?
We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The Pallid Knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the Pallid Knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
Debt. I guess we'll see about that.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin. Alone.
Charming.
I shall make it.
Don't let anyone tell you you're too shrimpy to be a fighter. I was half your age when I started training.
The mariner salutes.
As you like.
She has nothing to say, okay. Villa. Galley on this tab ain't half bad.
Ship life sure is an adventure, ain't it? Just think of all the places we can sail to, all the sights we could see. This is nothing like being stuck on a farm, or cloistered in the back of a temple.
Zoti wraps her sickle against her thigh as she studies the boat's layout. Satisfied by whatever she sees, she tilts her head back to you with a small smile.
Tell me what's on your mind?
How are you feeling? Have you suffered any recent nightmares?
They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
What are you gonna do?
Go madder than I already am? I don't rightly know. It's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my god, even if it kills me.
What are your thoughts on Aethys?
We talking during the Saints' War or after he died? No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening. Sure thing, Watcher.
Right. There we have Haima. Ahoy there, Captain. Eldgrim. Need something, Captain? Vanitzi. The sea is no piece of glass, but I've sailed far worse.
Hey,
there.
look who it is.
Oh, I already said all the things to him. So let's talk to our beautiful Eloth.
Thank you again for maintaining my story in front of Vanessa and the others.
He gives you a grateful smile that fades almost as quickly as it appears.
I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative.
Let's see here. Simply as playing your vomit. I'm surprised you managed Isomir that long.
We've come to an arrangement of sorts. Hey, he lets me in on the bash and I leave him the join. For the most part, anyhow. Believe me, I take no pleasure in duplicity.
I don't know, Aloth. He's gotten rather good at it. Yeah.
I've certainly had my share of practice these last 5 years.
What exactly were you doing out here?
After we parted, I set out to destroy the Leaden Key. It's controlled us for too long. I wanted to free Kith from it.
Ah.
So for 5 years, I've been tracking down Leaden Key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret.
Sorry? He knits his brows.
Trying to undo them.
Just make sure they can never again commit an atrocity like Waidwen's legacy. A widespread blight of unknown origin in which babies in the Deerwood began to be born without souls. So named because its origins roughly coincided with the death of Saint Waidwen in the Saints' War. Might as well start with the ones operating crystal waters and sandy beaches.
It does seem idyllic, but the pamphlets fail to mention the worm nests and sea serpents.
He pauses, the mirth draining from his face.
The task has been more difficult than I anticipated.
How so?
I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make, or the burden of living with them. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours.
An organization devoted to keeping the secret of the gods. Having allied with the goddess Boudica, Theos possessed the power to recall the memories of all his past lives, making him one of history's most notorious schemers. He was killed by the Watcher of Caed Nua. Yes, I did. He glances at you out of the corner of his eye. Is there some way I can help?
I wish I knew. After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations.
Maybe another address book. Too bad you burned his robes. It gives you an appreciative smile, but his mind is clearly elsewhere.
Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Valia, a run-down backwater river place. Aye, right home like it was.
Adolf's expression shifts as Isilmir briefly emerges. A past iteration of Aloth Corfisir's soul, Isilmir was a brash, hill-speaking elven woman who lived in Edir long ago. She awakened in Aloth's soul after his father attacked him and frequently got him into trouble with her cheeky comments and aggressive behavior.
Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting. A gruesome, pointless tradition.
He grimaces.
At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt.
Sorry. They must have had some purpose in mind.
Yes, but the specifics depended on whom you asked.
The faint trace of a smile forms at their lips.
Some thought it would ward off Scan, or bring Berth's favor on the village, or Gon's blessing to their crops.
He shrugs.
The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos.
He raises an eyebrow at you.
Wicked el bunbag, 'tis what the lad means. He was a tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too. So I arranged for him to have an accident.
Clever.
I thought so. At first, the old man died. and the villagers were terrified. They were convinced his death was an ill omen. They blamed it, and every other mishap that befell them, on their lack of faith.
Well, oops.
So they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little.
His lips twist as if the words themselves have a bitter taste.
Instead of a handful dying each year, a few perished every week.
He's worked the edge of his sash into a tight knot. He clenches it between pale, rigid fingers. You couldn't have known that would happen. This isn't your fault.
I had to do something, didn't I?
He turns to you with wide, anguished eyes. He pauses again, untwisting the sash at his lap.
I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better.
Learning from mistakes like this is a good start.
I suppose so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about.
Wait, you still haven't told me what the animals have to do with any of this.
Ah, that. I'm looking for an old Leaden Key sect. I've found several references, but...
He breaks off, shaking his head.
I want to be sure. Please, let me go over my notes again. Then I promise I'll tell you everything.
This isn't about your notes. You're second-guessing yourself again.
You know me too well. All the same, I need to gather my thoughts.
We'll talk more later then. Oh yeah, the level ups. More mechanics. Wait, actually a little bit of stealth, I think. See here. A bit more diplomacy. Yes. 2 points. Ooh, nice. What is this? Psychic Backlash. Invokes a retaliatory strike, stunning an enemy whenever they target the Cypher's will defense. Bears fortitude, snake's reflexes. Hammering thoughts. The Cypher is able to use the echoes of time to drive home strikes from their weapons, increasing their penetration. Combat focus. Secret horrors. Soul ignition. Pain link. That's shred. There's echo in the keywords up there. Rebounding wave of psychic feedback. Fractured volition. That's echo. This is deception. Violates an enemy's memories to bring vivid recollections of past failures to the surface. Leaving them dominated. Ooh. That sounds fun. That's only one person. Crush damage is also really good, though. I could take 2 weapons style. Or regenerating focus more quickly. Action speed sounds good. Though that one would be good too. Next. And it's only me right now. I don't have any of the others that I can fiddle with. Okay, let's see if we can find the others. Let's go up one stair. Never mind the people in the background. Do I? Ah, that's how. Okay. That's what it do. Ah, more water. Keep hydrated, folks. And that is a Luca. No offense, Captain, but your gunners can't shoot for shit. Shields is Sedalia, cheated peck. What new shores are we setting sail for today? And up here we have Serafen. Let's talk, Serafen.
Ahoy, Captain. Truth be told, Ferrante half expects us to get our asses blown out of the water at Fort Deadlight. Fortunately for you, I have this bad habit of beating the odds. Of course, I do that by way of good old traditional chicanery. And the most important part of any hornswoggle? Solid planning. Well, that and surviving.
Hornswoggle. What could you tell me about Fort Deadlight?
Vailian made originally. Piled them stones up a few centuries back, but gave it up when the fishmen wouldn't leave them be. Hard to defend against Wilder crawling up out of your crappers.
Wilder? Fishmen? Huh.
Captain Aldiz claimed it a few years back. Fucking filthy from bow to stern. And she had her lads and lasses cleaning fish shit out of the floorboards for months. Couple of them thought he might be better sailing elsewhere and left in the night. Aldi's tracked them down quick as you like, took their heads, and fixed them into little lanterns for the front gate. Called them Fort Deadlight's Deadlights.
His nose twitches.
They say she ain't had a deserter since. Tad cruel for my taste. But I admit to admiring the wordplay.
Do you know anything about the fort's defenses?
Funny thing about it being a fort means it ain't a boat. Means it don't have to worry about the way the cannons are storing honking big balls. Guns they got crowning that castle put a hole in your poop deck before you've sighted land.
He sighs and scuffs his boots against the floor.
Fort itself be floored of ceiling rum-sodden fools, so that be going for us. But Aldi's keeps the crew on the walls sharp and sober. One blast of their horns and Deadlight's locked up tight as an endearing Muggernight. We'll stay that way too, till any unfamiliar ships have been shot to shit and shot again.
Nice. What do you know of Eldis?
She's sharp as shit, that one. Tongue, mind, and ears alike. Sailed out of Deerwood or Adir one. Knows her knots, and how to crew a ship that won't turn sour. The words ring out among the Principe. More than you'd think for new blood.
Oh.
Part of that's her fierce support of freedom. From slavers, from the empires, from the Juana's caste system even. The rest a lenient hand. Step out of line and Ferrante's got your old crew up for lashes. Aldiz though, she's let's say there's a reason she attracts limp-cocked nut twists like Benwith. Can't say I much approve of a lack of regard for our traditions, but can't say I don't share her vexations with Ferrante in the old garden either.
Vexations? He runs a third paw over his braided beard. Why are you so frustrated with the old guard?
Shit, Captain. Buy a lad a drink before you go rooting through his unmentionables.
He smiles though, thumb hooked into his belt.
Let's leave it enough for now to say I think there be a course to be charted betwixt anarchy and tyranny.
Yes. You mentioned you have contact at the fort. Can we rely on their help?
I did say contacts, didn't I?
Serafen rubs the back of his head as he takes a sudden studious interest in his boots.
Contact would be more accurate, in the singular. A lass by the name of Siri. Been running the same circles for years, doldrums and fair winds. We're never family, but never on the wrong ends of arms, neither. Might have shaken the sheets a few months back. Regardless of how she feels about me, there's no love lost betwixt her and Benwith, that's for damn certain.
Let's go You have a plan in mind to get us into the fort.
Oh, you be asking me for a plan. Frankly, I were curious to witness how the famed Watcher of Cad Nua would penetrate the impenetrable. But since you asked, just give me a tick.
Servant pauses to think. He strokes one of his beard braids.
Vast. I might have pulled a plan out of this hairy blue ass after all. Way I see it, we have an option or two ranging from the wildly dangerous to the fantastically suicidal. So tell you me, Cap, what be your preferred approach to problems unapproachable?
I simply outsmart my adversaries.
Smart play for crashing any party involves scavenging yourself up an invite, and then dressing to impress.
So, look the part.
Aye, Captain, from stem to stern. Looking the part in this case means hoisting colours identifying us as Principe.
His left ear twitches.
Don't have to tell you how dangerous such a bit of fabric can be if the wrong person catches you flying it.
How hard could it be to purchase a flag?
Well, Principe captains don't just give up their flags for a few coins.
He scratches his rump, head cocked to one side.
Neketaka's black market. If there be a Principe flag for sale, it'll be there. Mark it up and relocates every so often to avoid the Royal Guard. We'll just have to find wherever it currently be anchored.
We have a plan. Let's get on with it.
Aye, Captain. Looking forward to watching you work.
Oh man,
Not to be telling you your business, Cap, but if we don't set sail for Deadlight, Benworth will finish his repairs and pull anchor. Later.
What? Fine. Talk to everyone. There's one thing I'm not looking forward to, and there's going to be a fight fairly soon. There's just so many terms that I don't understand. Where are we? Right, so let's go this way. A lethargic, misshapen bird drops a damp missive onto the deck. Try the critter cleaver. Ah, not yet. Good. Let's go to Neketaka then, my dears. Yes. I hope the day has been beautiful wherever you are. You never know. It might have been pretty lovely. Oh. Here it was slightly less warm, but a lot more humid, so it was a little bit like an oven anyway. We really don't like the weather as it is right now. It's not Swedish, I tell you. Oh. Hello, harbor. There's a lot happening in Neketaka. Let me tell you. Oh no. Bullies. As you walk down the dock, your approach is noted by a cadre of heavily armored Aumara. Their leader briskly leads them to intercept you. Though the harbormaster says nothing as she surveys you, you note a telltale sneer and a twitch of revulsion that are all too familiar.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
The Maua cranes her thick-necked look along the hull of your ship. Her expression conveys equal portions of incredulity and pity.
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Well, yes.
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We
Hi,
got rabble-rousers too.
How are you doing today? Have you also had a horrible, warm day of humidity and heat and not really knowing what to do with yourself? As her attention returns to you, the Maua's mood becomes more formal. Yeah. Oh, you have AC at work? Oh, that's beautiful. It almost makes me wish I had a job. I don't actually have a job at the moment, sadly. But, we'll see, huh?
I'm the harbor master, Kauha. I must ask your reason for docking in Neketaka.
I'm following a giant made of Adra. I need to see someone in the palace about it. The harbor master chuckles to herself, as do the women and men behind her.
Yeah, you do need to see someone, truly. I think it's the animancers in the spire you're looking for.
She
To help
taps
with
her
your
forehead.
head.
She taps her forehead 3 times and casts a glance back to her companions. The assembled guards roar with laughter and clap the harbor master on the back for her joke. Yeah, that was a great joke. Deep within you, you feel an uncomfortable roiling. You can't be certain if the sensation is physical or spiritual, but it immediately induces nausea and fills your ears with the sound of blood rushing through your head. Cutting through the din, you hear a familiar woman speak. Each word comes slowly, falling with what sounds like the chiming of a small bell.
Show them. Show them what you are.
I am a watcher and a herald of Berath. Step aside or suffer the consequences. No. I'm a watcher and the herald of Berath. The whole Deadfire is in danger. Please let me pass.
I've heard enough. There's no room for you in Neketaka Harbor. Get back on your ship and head back to open sea.
The harbor master gestures toward your boat. The women and men behind her nod and murmur in agreement. The nausea continues to build inside you, blood pounding against your skull. Again the woman's voice, again the chimes.
I will help you.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
The roar in your head begins to abate. The ringing of the chime becomes clearer, rhythmic. 2 successive peals followed by a brief respite. You realize the chime is ringing in tandem with your heartbeat. You open your eyes. The harbor master is gesturing wildly, presumably to get your attention, and yelling in your face, but you hear no words. Only the ringing of the chime as your heart rate slows and slows and slows and slows.
Now.
What? What is this?
Run for it!
Oh, that was Sam.
Everybody saw that, right? It wasn't just me?
If you told me a few years ago that I'd end up following you on another crazy errand, I'd have said you were out of your mind.
gives you a dismissive gesture with his pipe hand.
Not 'cause I got anything against you, more that trouble seems to come looking for you wherever you go.
I know, it's a problem.
Yet, here we are again, probably on our way to die. Well, you already did, but me, I mean.
He cocks his head to one side and smiles. I couldn't go having all the fun by myself.
All real nice of you to share. Someday I'll have to get you a gift.
Oh, thank you, dear.
And wouldn't you know it, this time is shaping up to be crazier than the last one.
There's something accusatory behind Dare's eyes.
But I gotta say, I appreciate how you've handled things. Times like these, staying decent's not as easy as it sounds. Thought you were weird at first, of course, but you've surprised me.
There's no point to any of this if I have to sacrifice my beliefs. It hasn't always been easy.
Well, that's why I mention it. Sometimes it's been anything but. I've been meaning to ask, though. How is it you never seem to lose your way through all this? What is it tells you you're on the right path?
Oh, I have strong feelings about everything. I judge every situation on its own circumstance and leave feelings out of it. I accept that even the wrong path is not a dead end. That's a good philosophy to have, really, in life. And I just think about what the wrong paths would be, and then I do the opposite. If I am truthful with myself and others, I find that things work themselves out. I believe in helping those who need it. Sometimes it's more complicated, but often it is not.
Why didn't I think of that? Could have saved myself some trouble.
Adair heaves a sigh that sounds as if it's been building up for months. His smile is tight-lipped, wistful.
When I was a boy, things were simpler. Aethys was more like a character we read about in church.
I could see that being an improvement, easier to worship a god when there was trace. I take it there were no statues in these stories?
Well, most stories had him helping folks or making the world work as it should.
He adopts a smile and gently pointed finger of a coaxing parent.
You pray to him. He might help you too.
He lets the finger drop and the smile fade.
There was no cost to it. No confusion about his will or followers taken into extremes. Following Aethys was right. Had no reason to question.
He pauses. It could be the light, but the creases around his eyes and mouth seem longer and deeper than your memory of them.
Do you think there's any way that following him could still be the right path? After all we've seen?
It's possible, if the cause is just.
This better be some cause for all the damage he's done. Anyway, I didn't mean for this to get depressing. I think this was just a long way of saying I appreciate the way you've guided things.
Oh, thanks, Adair.
Makes me feel like I'm doing some good, going with you.
He shakes his head with a look on his face like he just remembered a joke. Right, level ups. Right, a bit more athletics. And some more insight, maybe? No. History. Diplomacy. Bit more survival. Yep. Ah, what do we have here? Glorious beacon. Bathe yourself in holy light, blinding enemies in the immediate area. Upgrade. Okay. This is inspired beacon. Initiative 4. Okay. And here we have Eternal Devotion. After use, the paladin's attack temporarily receive burn bonus. Nearby allies receive a smaller version of the flame's effects. Greater lay on hands. Hands of light. It's difficult. I think we go for shared flames and let's see here. There's fortitude, both will, combat focus. Well, that's good. But yeah, ages of loyalty. Ages? There we go. Next. Madame, some more alchemy and some more religion. Yes. Oh, a new spell here. Watchful Presence. Aegis. Aegis. Maybe. Yeah. I actually don't know. Tornadoing Alex health, warding seal. Bird damage, lowering deflection. Nagging down in the face of unbreakable faith. Because keeps enemies in the air effect, lowering their melee accuracy and downgrading crit to hit. That's good though. Warding seal. Explodes in a burst of electric energy when an enemy comes into contact. Not terribly bad. Well, I don't think Aegis is Aegis. Okay. I don't think it is a an English word to begin with. I think it is Latin. I think. Let's see here. That one and concentration. Yes. Now I'm curious. I have to have a look at that sometime. Sometime soon. Let's see here. History. More metaphysics. Yes. Oh, here comes the really difficult part. Choosing spells for the mage. Oh, or for the wizard. I like this one. Fireball is always a classic. Arcane Dampener. That's also very good. Displaced image. I already took mirrored image, so I don't think that's gonna be very good. Wait. He doesn't have a specialization, does he? Because I think... No, he doesn't. Okay. Because sometimes when they get a specialization, they don't have to take one, but that locks out some of the spells from two other, what's it called, subclasses. But he doesn't seem to have any, so okay. What was that and that? Right, and then we had arduous delay of motion. I think I want arcane dampener. Basically slows enemies. That is draining touch. Always pretty nice. Noxious burst. Expose vulnerabilities. Oh, interruption. Ooh. And there is alacrity of motion. Draining the health. No. Thorn enemy causes burn, freeze, corrode, or shock damage. Anyone caught in area effect. Lives are continually cycled and replenished until the spell ends. Delightful, huh? But, no. Burn, baby, burn. Yeah. Whee. Boom. Hello there, you get some more stealth. Let's see here. Okay. I thought I'd removed leveling up. Oh, is this? Ah, yes. Yes, I did. Okay, good. Streetwise, because I don't have anyone else who does have it. And he is a wild mind. Wild manifestations can cause undesirable effects. Okay, but that also means that I can take whatever I want. Does that one deal damage? Oh, it do. I think I want that one. Mind Wave. Mind Wave sounds like a thing for him. Yes, next. More stealth, more streetwise. Bonus damage. Regenerating more quickly. Do we have an Iron Will? Penetrating visions. Lingering echoes. He's not going to be my disabler, so I'm gonna go for damage. That one and amplified thrust. Yeah. Next. More there, more here. Now we could take now it gets complicated though. Mental binding or will. I really like using spells, so I'm gonna go for draining whip. And here okay. Gets ordinary pistols. Yeah. Next. A little bit more stealth, a little bit more streetwise. Now. Yes. And Secret Horrors? Soul Ignition. Burn damage. Not a terrible idea. Or increasing penetration, yes. There we go. Yes. Now where are we? Ah, alright. We're on the stealing everything path.
I shall make it.
Go. Ah. No. There we go. No. Let's see here. Soti and me at the front. Sure. Yeah, like that. That's a Ribeiro.
Need a fresh jacket or pants? Something more delicate? If you have a frame, I can fit cloth to it without fuss.
The tailor eyeballs your shoulder width was doing some mental calculation.
Take your time. I'll give you space to browse.
Bolton's cover? Interesting. And hats! Important hats. Capes. Identify company, red cape. Deer clothing. Dancer's outfit. Ooh. I see. Travel tie clothing. Cloak of deflection. Ooh. I need my money for now, sadly. Neketaka guard. And I think we have a fishmonger over here. There.
Care for a fish or two, strange. You'll find no.
There we go. Cuttlefish, roe, fire kelp, and oysters. Don't know if I need any of that. There we had.
Welcome.
Hunter.
Venturing out past the city. You'll, of course.
Hunting bow, clay grub figurine, traps, spices. Ooh, spices. Oh god, that's expensive. Is there anything I do want to sell? Not right now. Right. Over here we have sailor. Doggo! Doggo is now mine!
Redora must think I work for free.
Oh.
Be with you in just a... Almost had it. Damn your eyes.
The sun-scarred dwarf gingerly picks at a splinter in his thumb, muttering.
Hazard of the work, really.
He gives up with a frustrated grunt, shaking his head.
Came in on the sloop? I can hammer your ship together if you're apt to pay me for it.
Zamar bares his teeth and grinds them hard enough to sound over the noise of the dock. Having trouble with a client?
Aye. Captain Redora hasn't paid me for her commissioned firepower.
Zamar pulls at the end of his beard and winces.
While I'm up to my nose in debt, the wild mare gobbles up her coin. And now, pirates are holding my feet to the fire over some sham of a deal.
Oh. Zamar winces and tugs harder on his beard in self-administered punishment.
If I don't get Redora's payment, I might as well start carving my swallow-net.
Swallow-net? I'm not sure what that is. If it gets me a discount on your labor, I could hunt down Redora. Or deal the pirate's offering if someone bought Redora's commission. Would that solve your money problems? What kind of deal are these pirates offering?
One where I mend Principe ships and no others.
Oh. Zamar pulls his hair back from his face with both hands, but it only returns to its tangled configuration.
And here I'd have thought a shipwright would be eager for an exclusive contract. In particular, one with clients disposed towards getting their ships shot to shit and shot again.
Folk like that come by coin easy, only to lose it all again. I'm not sinking my business on the say-so of a pack of puffed-up bilge rats.
It's so colorful, I love it.
Bastards are driving away business until I give in.
If it gets me a discount on your labor, I could hunt down Redora.
You do that? A fair price goes without saying, Cully.
Cully? Zamara untangles his hand from his beard to link his thumb and forefinger together with a wink.
It all comes down to blasted pans and pyres in the end, doesn't it?
Pants? Common base currency in the Deerwood and pyres are common base currency of the Valian republics. Ah. I see goods.
Come take a...
Don't have a discount yet. I think it was a Dow that was the best and fastest ship. 222 Lurker. Blight Lantern. Oh my god. Magranite Fire Thrower. I like it. Living Steel Anchor. Menagerie. Captain's Quarters. A pen created to house all of the extra pets that can't be taken on adventures. Upgrades the cabins of the captain to be more luxurious. Emerald Steel Helm. Ooh, I can't afford that. I do need some better hull though. Can only afford that one, but it would give me more hull. Was it this one that people were saying were the best ones, the wooden hognose? I think it was, and then some food stuff, repair stuff. Bone frame hull. Ooh. Mage weave sails. Oh, nice. Want that one. Junk. 223. 223. And the Voyager. It cannot fight. Oh, we can fight to the front and back. Twin hulls provide excellent stability even in rough seas, and large triangular sails make this vessel exceedingly fast. Though it lacks the hull strength and cargo space of larger vessels. Interesting, interesting. Can't afford any of this though. Greedy, ascetic, grim and religious. Religious, academic and greedy. Don't want greedy people on my ship. Sorry. Oh. Go get it. Nice. Ooh. Doopy 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 doo. Strong musky animal smell clings to this straw bedding. Oh yeah, I got a dog. Here. There he is. Levin. Extra intellect. Party moves more quickly while in combat. Aww, isn't he adorable though? What do I have currently? Less likely to crit against my party. This one, healing spells and potions. Yeah, but Doggo. Doggo right now. Yeah. Wait, where is Doggo? Doggo! Where is my dog? Ah. Oh, I feel like after this chat here, I will probably go to log off for tonight. Unless a certain Stimpinski really wants to talk to me.
Watcher. Tiverus. Is it really you?
Hey, I know those feathers. Pallegina.
It's been ages. But what's happened to your armor?
You two know each other? I mean, I wouldn't be jealous if you did.
Xoti's eyes flick back and forth between you and Pallegina. She bites at her bottom lip, but says no more.
Know this last Cap? Oh, I weren't aware you favoured feathers.
Pallegina's mouth hangs open in shock. Though her hair and feathers have the same immaculate grooming as when you last saw her, her breastplate's 5 suns have been carefully scratched off. She looks down at the armor and back up at you with a pained glance.
I'm sure that even at Cadnua, you must have heard what happened when I returned to the Republics.
I did. I'm sorry things didn't work out for you. She glances away and gives an appreciative nod. You can see the muscles in her jaw clenching as the seconds pass.
The Republic survived. That is the most important thing. And here the company's business seems to be getting on fine without my interference.
Are you working for the Valiant Trading Company now? A pathetic laugh escapes her lips. She turns her gaze down, shaking her head. Oh, yeah. I hope you can catch some good night's sleep, yeah. It's, yeah, knock on wood and fingers crossed and all that. I hope you have a fan that can keep your bedroom slightly less intolerable. Oh god. I actually use sometimes these, they're used for injuries and bad joints and stuff, but like, what are they called again? Seed bags, basically, that you can heat up in the microwave, or you can put them in the freezer. And I put mine in the freezer because they are so lovely to put on your chest or on your head when it's that warm. I actually got a fever because I was overheating because it was so warm. So I laid down with one of those on my chest and tried not to feel too terrible.
No. No company associated with the Dukes will employ me now. I get by working as a ship guard. At least I can be among my people, even if they look down on me.
I could use your help, Pallegina. I'm hunting down the Eothas. Her eyebrows arch, the membranes of her eyes sliding out and back as the weight of your words hit her.
I suppose I should not be surprised, considering all we went through. But no, I will not be coming with you, Watcher. I would be lucky if I wound up dead.
Come on, things didn't turn out all that
Corres, Watcher.
A mixture of sadness and anger flashes across her face. It is quickly replaced by her familiar, calm expression. She nods once, then turns to go.
Maybe we don't start with the part about Aethys next time?
Oh man. Pallegina, my baby. Hanging from your laundry rack into a bowl of water with a fan blowing. Ah, so that... but wouldn't that make it more humid? I mean, it does kind of, I guess, spray you with a little bit of humidity during the night. I don't know. I always find humidity to be worse than anything. Yeah, I feel it kind of just seals in the heat. That's how I feel about humidity. But if you live somewhere where it's very dry heat, I mean, go for it. It probably will help. Probably will help a little bit with cooling you down with the evaporation. Yeah. On your skin. I don't know how warm you have it right now. We have about 30 degrees in the shade. I think it was slightly colder today, like 28. Still way too warm for us. 28 is what it's supposed to be in the sun. But in the sun it's 35 to 40, which is not common in Sweden until the last couple of years, which is pretty awful. Thank you, global warming. Heck off, please. Ugh. Yeah. But yes, if you are leaving, then I am leaving. Save game. There we go. And over here we go back to this. And there I am. Yes. Yeah. A fan will help a little bit also with making you feel cooler. Make sure to drink lots of water with a bit of salt and perhaps some sugars as well, so that you don't dehydrate. But if you live somewhere, you know how to deal with things, I'm sure. I hope you manage through the night. And so do I hope that I will manage through the night, because we have a fan on and I have a hard time sleeping with the fan on and not having the fan on. I'm one of those weird people who can't really deal well with having wind on my face when I try to sleep. It gives me a constant feeling like, something's touching me, you know? Yeah. Well, I will perhaps see you on Thursday, because I'm actually skipping tomorrow. Perhaps. Probably. Because I have a guest over and we're gonna be playing some games, and yeah. Oh yeah, you also have tinnitus? Oh, it's so loud at times. Ugh. Especially when it's quiet. I don't know why I have tinnitus though. I mean, I haven't really been to many rock concerts. I've been to like one. But that was Marilyn Manson back in 2000, so shh, I'm not old. I'm not old. Shh, you never heard anything. Shh, 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 shh. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming over. I always appreciate you being here, even if it's just for half an hour or whatever before you need to go to bed. And well, sleep well. I love you very much, and have good dreams, and hopefully you wake rested onto a day that is not blistering. Okay. Good night, Stimpinski. Bye bye.